Hey, everybody, and welcome back to OTI, Open to Interpretation. We're here on the Ethos Media Network. I'm Jordana. We have Tiara, Calliope, and Laura with us. Hey, everybody. Nice to see everybody today.
So good to see you. Jordana, I'm feeling the hair today.
Yes.
I like it. We got
I'm a little different. I went and got my toes done, so,
Okay. You're like Jenny from the block today. Love it.
No. How was everybody's weekend?
Very good.
Yeah. I had
Kid reaction.
Did anybody celebrate 420 this weekend?
Absolutely.
I did. We split, huh? So y'all didn't, but me and Clivey did.
I had a little time this weekend.
Did you?
It's my grandfather's birthday on 420.
Okay.
So I have to have my brown liquor, my blackjack, and go to the forest and see where it takes me.
All right.
Nice.
I can't legally do that in my profession, but I am with you with my glass of wine this evening.
Spirit.
Let's go.
Actually, me and Clivey went to a little party together this last night, actually, and it was nice. We got some good food. They were watching the fight, so we got to hang out a little bit and like do some, just regular stuff and get out the house.
Nice. It was cool.
I know. Nice. Friday night too, didn't you, Clivey?
I did go out Friday night. I was in rare form because I was drinking. I do not really drink, so I had a good weekend. I'm a little drained. Like I'm charging up, That's why today I was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere today. I'm gonna be at home because I need to charge up 2 outings in 1 weekend. It's hardcore for me.
So, Calliope, as someone who doesn't drink alcohol normally, what is your go-to drink when you do go out?
I love tequila, so I'll do some Don Julio with some pineapple. Anything that's really sweet. If it's sweet, I can drink it. I do not like dark liquor or vodka.
Okay.
So I have to keep it really sweet. And I'm like the friend that'll be like, could you give me half a shot in my drink?
Right.
And they look at me like,
do that. Take the whole shot.
She does. They put her shot in mine.
Half a shot.
What are you talking about? Be quiet. Well, I remember the
whole thing.
We were at a party and they had some Clase Azul, and I didn't know that was the big girl drink. I didn't know, so I was like, "Yeah, just give me a little bit." And the girl was like, "Fill her cup up." I didn't even know this girl.
Fill it up.
Fill her cup up.
Get drunk tonight.
Like, girl, this is too much of a shot. Fill it up.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you got to let loose a little bit on Friday.
I have fun. Yeah, I have fun.
Good.
So in air of speaking about 420 and different ways to celebrate and stuff like that, there is another spectrum that we like to talk about also, and that's the legalization of marijuana and other drugs. In Arizona, weed is legal recreationally. It was medical before, obviously, but there's a lot of different states that legalized marijuana. And then there's also some states that have decriminalized the use of other drugs. So I kind of want to touch on that a little bit and see what you guys thought about the legalization of other drugs, especially Laura in your profession, in the medical profession, what your opinions are on different treatments or like legalizing or decriminalizing certain types of drugs like marijuana or psychedelic mushrooms or psilocybin mushrooms, different things like ketamine, MDMA for treatment for depression and things like that. And I know that we haven't really talked about that too much, but I'd like to touch on that because that's something that I'm interested in also because I am pro plant medicine. So anytime we can use something that's natural and from the earth, I like to know everything I can about that. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I like I just mentioned, I can't do any sort of like a drug test that would show up in a urine test because I'm a registered nurse and I would lose my nursing license. So I choose to drink on my off days. I am not opposed. I'm actually for the legalization of marijuana. So I live in Maryland. I'm about a half hour from DC. Just this past July, I believe, it became legal in Maryland. So you don't need a medical card, anything like that. Anyone can go to a dispensary and purchase marijuana. As a veteran emergency room nurse, I'm all for that because I think that it's safer, you know, like the people who are just going to get high off marijuana can do that without the fear of it being spiked with XYZ. I've had people in the emergency room because it's, you know, laced with fentanyl or whatever else. So I definitely think that the people who are just trying to get high off some good old fashioned Mary Jane, it should be legal and they should be able to get that like responsibly. You did ask me about like ketamine. Ketamine is actually fantastic for many reasons. Like we use it in the emergency room for like a sedative. But we're seeing more and more research, like evidence-based research, that it's good for migraines, different mental health disorders. It kind of chills you out. I haven't read enough of the research on it, but I'm not opposed. As a hospice nurse, I would say that anxiety and pain are pretty major issues, like what I see on a daily basis, especially with like cancer patients. And sometimes families will say, like, can I get mom some gummies? And I'm like, I can't legally tell you, go get mom some gummies. But if you think that it's going to help her, I'm not going to tell you not to, you know, like if you can safely get your dying family member comfortable with gummies or whatever, CBD, THC oil, whatever, like I'm all for it, especially if you're dying, you know, like the candy shop's open. Like I don't have any rules. So I'm definitely pro anything that can make someone comfortable at end of life. That was a lot. That was like a big sentence that I just said.
That was good.
It's kind of like my overview for sure. So
it was a great perspective from someone in the medical field.
Mm-hmm.
So no, it wasn't. It was good.
Yeah. And like I said, I can't partake in any of that, and that's fine. I've been a nurse for a decade, and prior to being a nurse, I don't really react to it well anyway. So I just stick with my wine, and that's fine. But other people, I think it's fine. I mean, it's a much safer route, especially like alcohol is legal, and I think that pure marijuana, pure THC is much safer than alcohol. So it's boggled my mind that has not been legal, but alcohol has been legal for so many years.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the difference between alcohol and marijuana too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bad experiences with alcohol.
Right. You don't get like a hangover from marijuana, you know.
Only with edibles. Most time I
Yes.
get a hangover is from edibles.
Yeah, right.
People have reported. Yeah. Like
That's why I'd be interested to see what the other girls think about it, like not being in the medical field and being able to legally partake.
Tiara, social worker. So you see it with families, kids maybe like trying it too young, or you know, like they talk about it because it's in their house, and you're like, hey, yo, you probably should be talking about this in school.
Yeah.
They won't say it. However, there are a lot of my babies that come to school reeking of weed. I'm talking about to where we have to spray the
Classroom?
Secretary's office down. Like, what? And I am trying to figure out a perfect way to tell my parents, drop the babies off first. You can have your morning blunt either before they get in the car, while you're getting them dressed, or after. But the amount of kids that no parents smoke
Yeah.
They know where the lighter is. I've had to do many threat assessments because some of my kids will say, "Oh, I'm going to burn the school down." And they'd be like, "Okay, so where's the lighter at home?" And they'll have the answer. I don't think it's a problem because I'm noticing that a lot of my kids have parents with disabilities and anxiety and ADHD and undiagnosed autism and all of that. So I feel like weed is okay. I haven't been smoking in a while, so I'm going to say it's legal here or decriminalized. However, it's so much easier to just go to a nice dispensary and see the layout versus trying to call that weed man.
Right.
And wait on him or her to be free. Because, sir, I need my weed now. And speaking from my mom had cancer and my grandmother had cancer. During the time she was in hospice, it was getting to the end. And my grandmother was I'm talking about it was joints, the tops paper with the yellow pack. So my granny smoked so much weed, and we snuck her a little piece of joint in. And when I say we had the best 2 weeks, she was eating. The radiation wasn't affecting her negatively anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell my mom's business because she watches this and she'll be like, "Don't tell." However, gummies and the pen, it works. Growing up, everybody smoked weed. All my aunties, all my uncles, my mom's boyfriend, everybody smoked weed. It wasn't a big deal until they got to rolling up on my Aaliyah Vibe magazine. Then it was like, okay, now. Okay. Watch out for but I think it should be legalized. I don't think drug tests should include that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not smoking on campus. I'm not smoking, in my office. I don't think.
Right. And what's the difference? I mean, we can't drink alcohol on the job. So what's the difference in going home and smoking a joint? If you're not high when you're working. I mean, watch me lose my nursing license over this podcast. Work, HR, you can test me. I don't smoke weed. It's just my opinion.
But it's the same thing. There are people who get high before work and they do amazing. Back when I was a weed smoker, could I? Hell no. I could not social work. I could not nothing. I can't do it. I couldn't drive high. I just suck. I'm like a total, no disrespect, I'm a blonde. So if I'm high, just let me vibe in the corner with my water because I got cotton mouth, my eyes dry. I need
my snack.
Drop of eye drop. I need a snack. So yeah, I'm not one of those people who can go to work high because I suck. But there are people that really mellow out. I know some teachers that I work with right now who probably would benefit.
Yeah.
That's what kind of I don't know, makes it tricky because there are certain people I do not want high at work. If you are operating heavy machinery, I don't want you high at work. I don't want you to accidentally stargaze and you run into somebody's house with a bulldozer or just anything. There are certain people who, no, you can't be high at work. I'm sorry. And since there wouldn't be a way to regulate that before coming into work, we can't really make it legal just because somebody in construction is going to come to work high or they're going to go smoke a blunt on break. You're building roofs. That's not safe.
What about drugs like methamphetamines?
Absolutely not. I'm scared. I'm afraid.
But maybe they're more alert
but you have to think, I'm in a state with Chrysler, GM, and Ford. They are high as hell building them cars.
Chrysler's terrible.
They are drunk. They are drunk. Tales from the big three. They are drunk and high building them cars and them windows and everything. So yeah.
Let's take a look at this clip right here.
Yeah.
If you want to get serious about the crime problems in this country, you have to make drugs legal. And I know that violates people's puritanical ideas of what should go in and out of people's bodies, but sometimes that's not up to you. And what you're doing and imposing prohibition on our entire society is causing more harm than good. So what happens is you have people who will respond to the demand. They are selling drugs. They are stealing in order to get money to take drugs. They are hurting each other and killing each other if there is a war over turf in terms of carving things up. And that's what the cartels are doing in Mexico and Central America. That's what is happening in these neighborhoods. And that entire system is propped up by the fact that drugs are illegal in our country.
Those are some pretty good points too. And I happen to agree also, like, as far as when they have harder drugs, people are arrested or have like criminal charges from harder drugs. I know in some states now it's all decriminalized. I think Oregon is one of them. And they give people rehab instead of jail time or prison time and help them, to hopefully, get the help they need to not be addicted to the drugs that they are on or feel like they need to have. And if they do, like maybe a different way of going about it, or maybe like some type of detox system. But what do you guys think about decriminalizing all drugs and like how it relates to like our society and drug cartels and like the sale of drugs in our neighborhoods and with our kids?
I don't know that I necessarily agree that all drugs should be decriminalized, fentanyl, heroin, crack, but if you look at like a heroin addict, okay, most of the time they did not develop that addiction because they started with marijuana first. Mm-hmm, they developed that addiction because they had back pain and they went to their primary care physician and they were legally prescribed oxycodone. And then they stopped getting that prescription and then they went for something that was cheaper and they could get off the streets. Yeah. So that's my thing. Like, I was the first nurse in the ER that I remember one time I had this 18-year-old who played football and he came in with like chest pain. Like it was like musculoskeletal, like a muscle tear in his chest. And this physician's assistant was like, oh, like, let's just give him, everything's fine. Let's just give him a prescription for like 10 pills of Vicodin. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I was like, he's 18 years old. Right. He has chest pain. He's fine. Give us some Motrin and send him on his way. Like, that is where the drug problem starts, is in medicine legally. It's not marijuana. It's not shrooms. It's not that kind of stuff. That's just like my take. So, do I think that you should be able to just buy like heroin? No. But that's, then don't also prescribe an 18-year-old Vicodin, for some chest pain.
Yeah.
What if we gave drug users a designated place to do that? Like like a retreat. Let's just call it a retreat. You're going to go and take a couple weeks off, check out a couple weeks from life and go do your drugs. And you come back, but you need to there's got to be a rehab point. There's got to be some point of like, okay, you went there. Like, how can we make it a healing thing? Yeah. Because these people are looking for healing. They're not just getting high just because that's what they want to do. There's something going on. Yeah, they're masking something. So if we could have like a retreat where you get all of it out of your system, do your drugs for 2 weeks, go hard, and then you go into a rehabilitation program, and then you're integrated back into your life, that would be great. But of course, where's the money going to come from?
And it comes, the money aspect always.
Where's the money going to come from? But that's the only way that I could see it being safe enough to legalize everything. Otherwise, no, I don't want the teachers at the school doing coke all night and then coming to school pissed off and angry because they're coming down. So we need to, if we are going to legalize everything, it has to be some regulation on it.
Right.
Tara,
No.
All of it.
I don't feel like there is a way to regulate. Like, how? Like, because the first thought I thought about when I watching the clip was if we legalize it, do all those people get out of jail?
Right.
They have to
their rehabilitation for those crimes.
Yeah. Because
someone who's used to making that amount of money in that short of time and then did 20 years for getting caught with it in the trunk, where's the rehabilitation for them?
Right. And the question is, like, there's so many different drugs developing all the time. Like, I was an ER nurse for 7 years, and I feel like every month there was something new. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Yeah. And like the cops would be like, oh, well, it's like the newest thing on the streets. And it's like, how do you regulate when there's constantly being like new drugs being formed?
And I've had, my family had mostly everyone in my family has an addictive personality. I recently lost 2 uncles the same way, in an alley, bad batch of their drug of choice. Both were in facilities. Both were in rehab. You know, one uncle was in Ohio. He tried it. He couldn't get off. There are people who try and they can be off 6 months, 9 months, a year.
And then
one
relapse.
thing. And they relapse so hard that they are so out of the loop. They're not knowing that their heroin or crack is laced.
Yeah.
They just want
that.
I
just don't feel like there's a way to regulate that. I feel like the crime rate will go up because not me, but somebody who sells crack for a living or coke for a living. If now it's regulated and they can go on this retreat for $5,000 and get all the crack and coke and heroin that they want, what the hell are they supposed to do? So now they're robbing every damn body. Now the bank robberies are going up. Like, I just don't feel like, I feel like marijuana, shrooms, all right, now don't push it. I don't think we can do that.
Yeah.
I think that there has to be like how they have classes of drugs now, where it's like a, you know, like a class 5 drug or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like if you are in possession of something like that, like if you're wilding, you know, and you're in a possession of like a class whatever drug, they're like, all right, we're not going to send you to prison, but you are going to have to come and stay in this rehab facility, and you're going to talk about why you're doing this shit and get your whatever traumas you have, like why you feel like you need to do these drugs. Like, we're going to get it all out on the table and figure out like what you need to be the healthiest version of yourself. And if you need to like come off some type of drug and like wean yourself off of it, then we have a program for that too. So you're weaning yourself off of a drug, you know, obviously with another drug, but with something that can help you not feel like that psychoactive, like addictive part of it in your brain. Like, you have to really like reset your brain to not be addicted to the drug, but to go deeper than, you know, what you normally would, and just like mask it and figure out why you feel like you need to feel this way, or that euphoric feeling. Why can't you get that euphoric feeling from what you are doing within yourself? Why do you have to have an outside source to feel that way? So it's like getting to that healing point of it, and getting to the starting point of why you felt like you didn't feel like your best self, and why you went to this area of, you know, healing, like, or, you know, like masking what you're doing with drugs, or, you know, something like that. Like, whether it was something you grew up with, you seen your parents do it, or, you know, like the people that are around you, or like your friends did it, and it's like an influence that way. And then you just kind of like snowballed, and this is your life now. It's like, I feel like those people do need help, and they shouldn't be treated like criminals because they have trauma that has been unaddressed.
But let's go further. If we legalize everything that we know of right now. This new Tussie drug Diddy be on, I ain't never heard of it. However, if we were to legalize everything, the government will lose so much money. They brought, you know, like
they brought it to the streets.
They brought it to the streets. They hired some of the big historical dope dealing men.
Yep.
And they would come get that money some way, somehow.
We just got to overthrow the government.
If only we could.
So but their fault. They're the problem.
They would never allow that, because they would lose
they get too much profit off of it.
People would be dropping like flies.
And also, like the prison systems, they're making money off of the people that they put in prison too. So it's like a whole thing. But
yeah. By the time a kid is 8, what is it, 8, 9, they have a spot for you in the prison system. Like, they have a bed.
Yeah.
They have a bed. Don't be a little black boy. They definitely have a bed. I had to have that conversation with my son. Like, you know, they ready for you, and you're 8. So, yeah.
Wow.
Good combo.
So, we're not legalizing everything.
No, just weed. and shrooms.
Plant-based.
There's a pretty funny comedy special by Eric Andre, and it's actually about legalize. It's called Legalize Everything. Actually, that's what it's called. It's pretty funny. So,
what's it on Netflix?
It was on Netflix. It was a few years back, but
what is it called again?
Legalize Everything.
Legalize Everything.
Eric Andre.
Yeah, Calliope, I'm with you. I do think that like a safe haven and a place to like get high or like whatever, detox for a while is amazing. It's just like the issue is that then people, when they do relapse, like their brother dies or their kid dies or they lose their job, like they're going back and taking the same amount of drugs that they took a year ago. And then that's how they're dying, you know, like their body's not used to the heroin. So now they're taking, I know nothing about like the weight of heroin and like how much you can take, but they're taking like the same dose. Right. They're taking the same dose that they did when they were addicts. And that's how people die. But no, I'm with you. I mean, that'd be great if there was
to the body.
Right. Exactly. That would be great if there was like a safe haven and you were just clean and like that's the end of your story. So,
because I mean, realistically, what is an ayahuasca retreat?
Right.
Yeah. It's a healing journey.
It's there, but it's just not. It's a different kind of drug.
Totally. Yep.
We're gonna transition into something a little bit lighter. So here's this next topic. It's kind of interesting talking about relationships between men and women. There is a Reddit post that we're going to bring up here. It says, I knew a single guy in college that wore a fake wedding ring because it helped him get attention from women. He slept with dozens of women that thought he was cheating on his wife with them. When he told them he was single afterwards, they were all outraged.
Women like men who have girlfriends and wives. Men who are already taken. Women love them. As soon as you tell a girl you single, she like, ew, why nobody want him? Straight up. Soon as you get a girlfriend, your DM's full of females. Females approaching you all day. You single, don't nobody want to mess with your ass. You want a dry spell. For real.
He's lying. He's a liar. Poppycock.
I want to. All right, Clive, you expand.
I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I'm 29. I don't see it. And I've never had a friend. Oh, I want him because he got a girlfriend. I've never seen that. I personally haven't seen it.
I haven't either. Like maybe in my younger, like when I was like a lot younger, like early 20s. And, you know, like maybe you don't have as much confidence as a woman. Like you kind of just figuring shit out, you know, like what's good and what's not. Like if you didn't have your teenage years of dating, you know, or something like that, and you're just kind of figuring it out or whatever. But like if I was around any women that acted in that way, like I think I would say something, and maybe that's why women don't talk about it with each other, because like
don't come my way with that shit.
Like what the fuck? Yeah, like what are you doing?
Thank.
Like you're doing like wow.
Yeah,
Kiara, I know you guys.
Listen, y'all about to judge the fuck out of me. First of all
right. Let me get my.
All right, y'all ready? Okay, so I don't think it's something that. Okay, look.
Get into
look,
it.
I'm trying to nicely say this.
Don't be nice. Just say it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So personally, I don't care who my friends are dating. You know, if they tell me, he or she tell me like, oh, they got a girl or, you know, they got an old man at home. I think it's more of a power thing. Like there's a lot of women who like, nah. I was with your man last night. They have that mentality. And they could care less because they're still getting a couple dollars a day, you know, some similar things that the woman in the relationship or the man that's in a relationship is getting. Is it right? Morally? Hell no. Have I got my karma for being the other woman? Hell yeah. Because at that time, I didn't give a fuck. Fuck her. She don't got shit to do with me. I have no loyalty to her. I met you and I wanted you.
Right.
And I enjoyed my time. But like I said, I still got my terrible, when I say karma from it, I couldn't do nothing but sit in that seat and receive the karma that I got.
Yeah.
The wedding ring thing. Hell yeah, we'll wear a wedding ring out of town. Single. Yeah. You about to get every drink.
Out of town out of town for
what?
Sure. That because
you about to get every man they own your ass. And don't get a nice one from Walmart that look like it's real, put a little clear nail polish on it. What? You about to get, the bar is yours. The bar is yours. Y'all better not judge me after this. But I'm telling you, the bar is yours. You put that wedding ring on. And
to be honest,
yep, 21 Tierra, 25 Tierra. No, 25, I was a mom. So 21, 22 Tierra. I'm not thinking that these men are fucking terrible. I'm not thinking that. And I never was the one like, oh, he got a wedding ring on, I'm gonna go for him. No, but if I meet a nice guy,
that's the difference.
He got a girlfriend, I don't give a damn. Can I have a tequila sunrise, please? Now you said what you do for a living? Like I never really gave a fuck because I don't like you like that. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. Right.
I feel like
now, the married
guy's wearing
kind of like a deal breaker for me and my friends and family. That's like a no. But it's levels to that too.
I think that's where it makes a difference, is because you said I didn't go for nobody married. Mm-hmm. If I found out you were married or in a relationship, then okay, I already found that out. But that's not what attracted me. And I think that's what the video was saying. Okay. Women are attracted to married men. And I don't necessarily think that I think married men be dating like they not married.
Mm-hmm. And the women are like, oh, he's married, then he's going to have to trick off on me because
you're going to have to trick off.
He's going to have to because I'm going to have to. I'm going to
tell. I'm going to blackmail you. We blackmail, baby. Yeah. Yeah, that. I'm telling. Just because I've seen some posts, I've seen some stuff, right?
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up way of thinking. However, it happens.
It happens.
Like,
hold on, there's one more thing on that clip that we want to look at really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Says I wear a ring now, and at the amount of men checking me out or talking to me reduced by 80%. My guy wears a ring, and the amount of women checking him out or talking to him doubled. What the fuck is wrong with you women? Maybe guys don't want the drama. Like maybe have more respect for other men, like in ways where like married.
They don't give a damn.
No, they don't. Yeah,
so
they don't.
So what's the disconnect between like men doing it and women doing it? Like like she said, her man put a wedding ring on and he was approached or like sought after more, and she put a wedding ring on and guys are like, nah, I'm good.
What we just say? I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna tell. So you better make sure I have a good time. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
And I was told by a
don't piss me off.
An OG whore, you don't be a side chick to a man with an unhappy wife. You got it. You don't be one. Like if you're gonna do that, then you better make sure the wife is happy and just delusional and in love as she can be.
That's the best advice ever. Back when I was in my day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm the opposite. Like how people like the clip talks about like being attracted to someone who's married or in a relationship. I'm the opposite. Like if I'm in a relationship now, but like I'm in my late 30s and in my late 30s when I was dating, if I met someone who has like never been married or like has not had a serious relationship, to me that was unattractive. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, why haven't you had like a secure relationship your whole life? Like, there's got to be something wrong. So like that's just me. But like, I think it's unattractive when people have not had that like stability. I'm not going after a married man.
Right.
No, I get what you're saying because why can't you?
You haven't had any like serious, like in-depth relationships that you can speak of to even say like you've been in a serious relationship or engaged or lived with somebody. Like what's going on that you can't?
Can I tell y'all why? Those men are the hoes and they are liars. Most of them men have a good woman at home That girl is the sweetest, ride or die ass bitch in America. Them niggas be the hoes, and you gotta.
What they really like is her. It's her that they like.
Are really, really nice, and they're not leaving that man. They're gonna work through it sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But you gotta put them niggas in the hoe DA hoes category because they be lying. You can't tell me you are 35 and you have never.
They be lying.
You ain't never been with nobody. Shut your ass up.
I know.
That girl at home with them kids. That girl is at home with them kids. She work hard. Your meal is ready when you come back from the club. Like them niggas be the hoes.
Yeah, I guess you gotta be mean to men. Men like it when you're
hell
mean.
Yeah. And honestly, they like you even more. When you're mean, they like you even more.
They like it.
Like, oh, I can't get her right away.
I can't tell my tea how I want to, but listen.
My married friend did tell me that she, when she would catch her husband, you know, stepping out, she would tell the girls, like, what you like about him is everything I made him into. Like, you like what I made him into. You like me. Sure. You should come over here with me, not him. It's me that you like.
Sure.
This is my creation. So it was that
nigga was
really
nothing before me. For sure.
Definitely.
For sure. Could do.
That's true.
So
yeah.
I don't know. I that was hard for me to really speak on because I don't think that. Like, if you're married, okay, like, why are you even in my face to have a conversation with me? That's the question right there. Why are
you at this bar by yourself?
Why are you here? Why did you even say, don't look at me?
They deserve to have fun.
Close your eyes.
In moderation. They deserve
to have
fun. You're
right.
They don't have fun in moderation. They go have fun, they go out and they cheat. That's not moderation.
For sure.
You can't just have a couple drinks and flirt and then leave it at that. Like, there never needs to be an exchange of
number. You going to breakfast. They gonna get you a room. Oh, for sure. They're spending all the money.
So far. That's so far.
For the night. And then they're gonna block you, and you done had the time of your goddamn life
with a married man.
He done went home to Brenda.
When I was in my earlier 20s, a lot of married men used to come after me. I'm like, no.
Older ones too.
It was always somebody old, husband,
my life.
halfway to Viagra that was after me. And I just would be like, ew, what the, and no. Honestly, my daddy issues kind of used to be like, okay. But
right.
The married thing, it was always just gross to me. And I used to really be bothered by that. And I thought, like, okay, maybe it's something about me. But luckily, I have like amazing women around me who are older than me and were able to pour into me and teach me, like, it's not you. You're not doing anything. Like, you can't stop people from coming after you. But you have every right to say no and close yourself off and protect yourself energetically, which is what I had to start doing. And so I don't know. I think there are some shady women out there who just, like you said, Taryn, like, I got your man. Like,
and the men who tell you up front are the worst ones. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't even want them to keep.
Oh yeah, I'm married
at this point because you are damn.
Now I know you're manipulative and
you're a liar and
no, thank you.
You have no problem hurting your wife. You're gonna hurt me too.
Definitely.
Yeah,
she's not about to hit me with a car trying to get at you.
Oh, right. I know.
You're like Veronica Harrington me.
No, I'm
speaking from experience, like I don't even touch a man who's like in a legal separation, like going to get divorced. Like, you will always end up in some drama. Like, you will always be the other woman. You will always be the reason. Like, ladies, just don't. Like, just don't. Like, unless a man is completely legally divorced, like, don't. You're either going to end up with your heart broken or you're going to end up in some drama triangle, like, period.
Always messy.
Yeah.
Men are messy.
Yeah.
They are.
It gets bad. It get really messy. And
women are messy too, but men, I feel like, are a little bit messier because it's like they want to get.
Men are dumb. They don't know how to be messy. Men are fucking dumb. Like, they don't know how to like They don't know how to finagle it. They don't know how to, men
just be
have
good
no
looking and
finesse.
dumb.
Yeah, just be quiet.
Dumb. They fine
and quiet.
I'm with you for sure.
If I could really tell my tea, men are dumb.
You have to do what we're gonna do.
No,
we need to do a late
we're
night.
with
have to
you.
have an OTI after hours.
Yeah, because men are
OTI
fucking
on the rock.
They don't know how to. They don't know how. They just don't know how. Like, how you don't know that?
Our producer Shane,
like delete your messages. Like, how do you just like get caught doing stuff and like you doing stuff you shouldn't be doing?
Get you a text now number, dummy. Like niggas is dumb. Men, not niggas. Men.
Our producer Shane is listening to like he's like, wait, I didn't expect
this episode.
It didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. No, and that's really true because we are a bunch of women that aren't going for that. We're not going for that. Now, maybe with a different cast, but nah.
See,
bye.
I'm gonna get my head knocked between the washer and dryer. That's the only reason why I won't tell y'all my tea. I gotta live here. You don't. But
when that recording go off,
needless to say, listen. Like I told y'all, I had to sit in my karma from being free. I was being too free and too friendly. Didn't give a damn about the girlfriend. It was always a girlfriend, not a wife, but didn't give a damn. I have been so I had a man that I was dating invite me to his bachelorette party, but didn't tell me he was getting it was a bachelorette party. And didn't tell me that he was getting married. I had a friend do research and I found out he was getting married the next day. So you just think I'm just a hoe now. What? Yeah, never talk to him again.
Family get together.
And I hope he watch it. I hope you watch this shit, bro. And know I'm talking about you.
All right, but I got a question. So you get messaged by a married man or a man who's in a committed relationship, and you know that marriage is not ending. You know he's just trying to get a side piece. Do you tell the other woman?
No, just don't respond.
Yeah. Ignore it.
But I mean, the thing is, like, if I was married and my husband was fucking around,
she knows.
I would want to know.
You're gonna find it anyway. There's no reason to tell the other woman. Just don't respond, and she's gonna find out.
Her coochie told her. She knows.
Hell yeah.
Her coochie told her. She knows.
She's ignoring.
She's just gonna be mad. She's gonna be embarrassed. She's gonna lash out at you. You're gonna be Jolene and everything else. Yeah,
because I've been in those situations where it's like I'm such a girl's girl, and I'm for the woman, period. And I've been in situations where like older men who have been married for like 30, 40 years will hit on me, and I just want to like message their wives and be like, just so you know, your husband of 40 years.
No, we just shame the man. We shame the man. How dare you? You should be embarrassed. Standing right here.
Clean out in the messages. I'm not telling her shit, but I'm gonna read him the filth because for one, you have the audacity to inbox me,
right?
No,
and think that I'm gonna
have
sent. I'm gonna tell you about yourself.
News back critiqued. I'm sending it right back to you with my.
He going right back home and apologizing because I'm.
You know what's crazy though? There's this Facebook page in like my community in Frederick, Maryland, and it's called "Are We Dating the Same Guy?"
We got that.
And the whole idea, right? The whole idea is like, hey, I met this guy Chad. It's always Chad. I met this guy Chad. Like, does anyone have some tea? You know? And like women who are friends with Chad are screenshotting this and sending it to the guy.
Oh yeah.
You know? Like how dangerous is that?
Like they want to smash Chad.
That's why that internalized misogyny that comes to the surface.
Right. And it's crazy. It's like this whole site is to protect women from getting hurt or whatever. Okay. And there's these misogynistic women who are like screenshotting it and sending it to their homeboy. Like that drives me nuts. Like, do you know how dangerous that is? You know?
Pick me. Listen here, okay?
Yeah.
Pick me.
Exactly.
We're not here for the cheating ass men's. Like this is a page for women. And like I know like
I don't know, maybe I just don't give a fuck. That's not my business. I'm not going to respond. I'm not gonna hit up the other girl. Fuck him. Shit, block that young man.
Yeah, fuck him.
And we gonna move forward. And then when you
Kara. That's your only one? Damn, you don't have no other ones?
Fuck them.
Right.
Fuck them.
Must be
Like,
your only one.
I just, because it brings unnecessary drama to you. Because you think I'm being a girl's girl. And I'm reaching out just to let you know this is what I've encountered with your man. And you are in a whole whirlwind of bullshit.
Right. It's unfortunate because like your whole goal is to help that woman and it ends up getting you in trouble.
I'm not a girl's girl. It ain't my business.
Staying out of it.
I'm staying out of it. My name is Bennett.
I got you, sis. Now, if I see him out, I might send you a little picture. I've had to do that with one of my friends, and she was like, girl, that's his cousin. But other than that, that's as far, and you have to be if I don't know you, I just know of you through social media, and I see you guys are happily involved. I don't look.
It's not my business.
Block.
But Tier, what if it was a girlfriend of yours? What if it was a friend?
Ooh, listen, if it's my friend, I have to know what type of level she on. She might be cheating on him and don't give a damn. She's happy he is trying to move on, because I have some friends who is ready for they man to get on. So it all depends on the level that they're at. You know, I used to be a good savage back in my day. So some of my friends are still living that life, you know, more power to them, but it depends on, I'll say, hey, I saw Andrew.
Everything good?
He was at the bar. She be like, girl, I ain't talked to Andrew in 4 months. Oh, woo, because he was with a woman. So you have to assess the levels. Yeah. And then I have the gift to get people to tell me stuff. So, Andrew, what we drinking? You know, so I know how to gauge if I have to tell. I'm going to tell anyway, but it's going to be either in a jokingly way or in a way of, you want me to beat them up right quick?
Right. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, I don't like to get involved with unnecessary drama. You always end on the short end of the stick.
Yeah, because now your man don't like me and you're back with him. Yeah. Been there, done that.
I am just kind of used to being the friend that the boyfriends don't like. Nobody's boyfriend likes me. Never. They never, ever, ever like. Well, I call it out too. I'm always the one to be like, he's a fraud. You'll find out in 6 months, but he's a fraud. And
your friends are not shit for telling the man what you said. She should just put it in her mental Rolodex.
Why you say it? Like, that was for us.
Right? That was for us. That was inside information.
What are you doing? but a lot of women find bonding and gossiping about their other friends with their men. Like, that's the way that they bond, is through gossip about their friends. Pillow talking about your friends. And it's like, what you're really doing is making him interested. That's really what's going on. You really making him interested.
They don't even know.
Why she got the juice? Why she got the tea? Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm the friend that a lot of people's boyfriends really don't like. And I do tell my friends, if I love you, I'm not gonna watch you be hurt. And if we have to stop being friends because of that, then stop being my friend.
Yeah.
Bye. Don't call me back though. Don't call me back in a few months.
I'm with you.
Insider information.
But I'm definitely telling you. I'm telling my friends, because I just don't want to see my girls go through BS when they don't have to.
Yeah. I'm with you, Calliope.
Yeah. They be my friends, not really my business, but my friends, I always want to look out and be like, hey.
Friends, you gotta let them learn the hard way, because I have tried to say something and then my tea got brought up like, well, wait a minute. That's not what I said.
No,
I'm trying to help you right now. And they go, well, you can't talk, or you know, like what?
Yeah. How did you get here?
I'm like, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, they don't.
Like I don't have a friend. I don't have her as my friend anymore, because she didn't like that I was like, hey, I'm just looking out. Like, I talked to this guy. Like, were we talking to him at the same time or something? And like, she told the guy, and then like he hit me up, and I was like, why are you hitting me up? Like, we don't talk. Like, I was letting her know, like, because obviously, you know, we're friends, and you didn't tell her that we hooked up or something like that happened with us. And now, like, you want to keep it hush hush, because you know that if she knew that we hooked up, she probably wouldn't want to be fucking with you. Like,
she don't want to deal with you.
So now, in that instance, I have to tell her, like, I smashed, dude. Like,
Sorry.
It was 10 years ago. You do what you want to do. I don't like him. However, I did smash old boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna give you the whole facts.
Like that. I was like, well,
you gotta pull up the whole facts.
Here is my honest review, babe. Try it if you want. It might be for you.
The whole facts gotta come out, girl. It ain't worth it. Don't even waste
it. I appreciate that. Tell me.
Right, that's true in any, like, even if you like don't agree, like I have a friend now, I don't agree with her relationship, but I'm not going to tell her that because she's not going to listen, you know. She's got to learn the hard way, unfortunately. So
there's certain things where I'm like, okay, but when you get to that point, no, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you.
I'll be here.
That girl,
I'll be here when you get your heart
emotionally drained. I had to stop. I'm not
coming.
And that's call me, and then I'll come get you. I'm not doing it anymore because when it was my turn to go through shit, nobody was there.
Nobody was coming.
But I have went through the ringer with my friend. I've been in high-speed chases with my friends, boyfriends trying to get them on my car. I have went through it. Never again. And my 35-year-old self would never. I love you. I'm here. Call me. If you call me, I'm coming. If not,
I'm in the sanctuary of my home. If you need me,
don't involve me.
The bed is here for you. The couch is here for you.
Thank you.
Unless it's life or death, you know, you're stranded somewhere. Like
I don't even want to know. It's certain people I don't even want to know.
Yeah, because
I've done a really good job of like removing people like that completely out of my circle. Now the only people that's left are the people I would like. Okay, for sure, I'm coming right now. Like I'm jumping in my car and I'm coming right now.
Yeah,
but everybody else they don't have to even call me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch the phone ring.
Your peace is too important.
Yeah.
Yes, because I was losing my peace, my anxiety was high. I'm stressed about you the whole time, humping back with this man I just saved you from.
What you mean pregnant?
No. No, man.
How's that happen?
No, and no, sir, because my male friends used to do that shit too.
They do it. Oh yeah.
And now you take y'all at where? Roof, Chris.
Like you just called the police on her. You're picking up her prescription.
What?
She ripped your hair out.
Listen.
She beat you up.
You ain't got a TV in here because she broke every single one. What?
Hello? Oh my goodness.
Men too. Don't be getting beat up, y'all. Don't do that. Say something. Do something. Get out. Get out.
Stay peaceful, my friends.
That's right. Peace is everything.
We are.
That's sad. Now. We all know a man that's gotten beat up.
Yeah.
What? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we all They be getting duped up. It's not funny. Domestic violence is not funny. I'm not laughing, but like,
if it wasn't for him, I would have beat the brakes off that young lady. But I knew he was gonna go back.
Yeah,
right.
You gotta learn. People gotta learn on their own a lot of the times. So you just gotta kind of sit back from a distance and hey, if you need a hug.
Right.
Yeah. That's all I can offer. Right?
I can't put anybody else's emotions in my backpack. It's heavy.
Yeah. Too much.
Yeah.
On that note, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna stop talking about men today for a little while, and next time maybe we'll have some more positives to say.
Because you guys are great.
Yeah,
you guys are awesome.
You guys are amazing. We love you.
Sometimes,
we appreciate you. We're here to listen. However, for this topic, you guys are dummies.
L.
Right.
City girls.
Oh no, not the city girls.
This was fun.
Yes, always a pleasure with you guys, and we'll pick this up again next week.
All right. Toodaloo.
Thanks for tuning in.